Good morning, guys. Welcome to a new video. So I got my morning started this morning about 9:25ish, something like that. I don't even know. It's 9:48 right now. But I got a Taco Bell order and it was just Cinnabons, and I thought that was weird because it's breakfast. I guess people eat like cinnamon rolls. Maybe it's similar. I don't know. Anyways, sorry, I'm all over the place. But they didn't have the Cinnabons, or they said they couldn't make them. I don't know. This guy that works in there, he mumbles, and it's really hard to understand him, but he said something about not having the Cinnabons. And I said, you can't make the Cinnabons right now? And he said no. And so I was like, okay. So I had to go out, contact support, get the order canceled, and I did get like $3.60, I think. So now I have a McDonald's order, and I think it's delivering to the high school, which is strange. But anyway, I'm going to go in and see if it's ready. All right. I'm having a day already, guys. So I went in and got the McDonald's order. It was ready when I got there. Perfect. It was only going like a mile. So I was like, heck yes, quick, easy order. Never think that. Never think it's going to be a quick, easy order. Just don't. It was a hand it to me, and it was going to the high school, like I mentioned, and it was a pin required and all that fun stuff. So, of course, the high school is huge. There's so many parts of the high school, like so many parts. And I didn't go to school here. I didn't grow up here, so I don't know much about the high school. So I get to the school, and I messaged her before I left so that if she wanted to let me know where she was, she could tell me, you know. But anyway, she didn't message back. So I get there, and I'm like, well, I don't know where to go. So I go on the side that they call the main entrance, and I park by the tennis courts. And I text her, and I say, hey, I'm here, park by the tennis courts. She doesn't answer. Message again. And I say, where are you located so that I can, bring you your order? Doesn't answer. So then I try to call, goes straight to voicemail. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I go through the can't hand a customer, and it's wanting me to just leave it somewhere random. And I'm like, I would feel so bad to do that. Like some other Dashers will do that. And I get why, because we're just wasting our time, and I understand it. But I would feel so bad to just leave it in a random spot without them knowing where it was, because like, I know it's their fault. They should be answering. I understand, but I don't know. I feel bad. So anyways, I was like, well, crap, I don't want to do that. So finally she texts back, and she's like, hey, where are you? And I said, I'm by the tennis courts. And she said, okay, I'm across from the baseball field on the one-way street. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm on the one-way street by the tennis courts. She was like, oh, okay. And she was like, can you bring it across from the baseball field, which is just behind me, like down the street, like half the block. And I was like, okay. So I said, let me circle back around, because it's a one-way. I can't back up, So then I circle back around, and she's still texting, and she said, there's like a circle drive. And she was like, it's kind of hard to explain. So I finally find the circle drive, and I go and I see a bunch of cheerleaders and I'm assuming football players and all that standing over there. And she comes out to the car, and she was like, I'm so sorry. And she was like, I'm terrible at explaining things. And I said, no, you're good. I didn't go to school here, so I don't know what any of this means. And she was like, oh, okay. Anyway, got the pin, got it delivered. But, and she's just a kid. She's like, I understand, but it was a little frustrating in the moment. And it paid $5 and I literally waited forever. It's 10:14. I don't know what time I told you guys it was when I was picking up the other order, but it's been like 20 minutes, at least 30 minutes, maybe, for $5. So my day is starting out great. But you know what? We're not going to let that control the day. We're not going to let these first two orders control our mood for the day. We're happy. We're hopeful. Let's get some good orders. Well, I have delivered 2 orders since I last spoke to you guys. One was from a local Mexican restaurant, and it was going to like a bail bondsman place. It was a hand it to me. I did not film. And then the other one was a pizza order. Also a hand it to me, also going to a place of business, but this time it was a hair salon. Very nice ladies in there. I guess they have 2 little offices, or like 2 separate rooms. And I went in, and they were all like, hey, and then I told them the name, and she was like, oh, she's in the other room. If you just go out that door, turn right. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I went in there, and they were all like, hey, really nice, really friendly. I have been just chilling at home. Went home, had my lunch, and now I just picked up an order from Little Caesars. It was ready when I got here. She was just putting it into the warmer, so we are on our way to drop it off. Got the Little Caesars order dropped off. I've delivered there before. I haven't gotten that customer in a while, actually, but it ended up being like an $8 and some change order, so I think my best order of the day. And I don't think I've had a no-tip order today. Knock on wood. There's no wood, but we're knocking. Spark has shown busy, and they have sent me a few offers, but none of them very good. 2 of them were going out of town like 15 miles. and they just weren't great offers to have to do all of that. And then another one was $16 for 10 item shop, but it was also a pharmacy pickup. I don't know, I just really don't prefer to do pharmacy pickups unless it's like a crazy order that it's, you know, put with. Then I would probably try it. I've never done one before, but I don't hear great things about pharmacy pickups. All right, I got a Go-Go's order. It only took maybe like a minute max for them to give me the order, so it's pretty much ready when I got there. And then on the way back from the delivery, oh, by the way, never mention that you're getting tips, because as soon as you mention that, oh, I've been getting tips all day, you get a no tip order. Anyway, on the way back, I got this McDonald's order, and it only took them probably 30 seconds to put it up on the counter, so we're on our way to get it delivered. Just dropped that order off at AT&T. I believe there's $1.50 or $1.75 tip, so you know what? I'll take it. Good morning, guys. It is Monday. The clips you just finished watching were from Friday. I didn't film over the weekend, but we are starting on our Monday with a pretty decent, I think it was $7 and some change, delivery to drop off some breakfast burritos to the apartments behind me. Just got a delivery to the same restaurant on Doordash. It was, I think, $9 and some change. Pretty good. I think she had probably submitted the order before she was ready or something, because it showed 2 different pickups, but it was for the same lady, and it was just 1 burrito on each order. So anyway, it was ready when I got there, and it was supposed to be a leave it door, but the lady was out watering her grass, so I handed it to her. I did snap a photo. If I can find a way to put it in here without putting her on blast, I will do that. Well, long story short, I accepted an order earlier. I think it was about 10:40-ish, something like that. And then I decided to unassign it just because. And then I got another order right after that for the same customer. And I decided to decline it. Normally, you get 1 decline per hour on earn by time. But I guess unassigning counts as that as well, because I unassigned after accepting and then I declined and they kicked me off. Usually, whenever I'm on earn by time and then I get kicked off, it doesn't let me do earn by time again for a little while. So anyway, I decided to just have my lunch, chill at home for a little bit, and then I came back out on earn per offer because I was tired of waiting for earn by time to open back up. So anyway, with all that being said, we finally got us a decent little Pizza Hut order. It was just for 1 pizza. It was ready when I got there, and I got it delivered. So yeah, it's 12:12. We should get a few lunch orders, hopefully. Deliver to that guy again out here at this place of business that's like 6 miles out of town. Very nice guy. I'm happy to deliver to him. It is like, 5.5 miles or so, but it's mostly highway, so it's not too terrible, although it is very windy today and lots of traffic, so I'm ready to get back to town and do some more in-town orders. All right, so it's been a minute since I've chatted with you guys. After dropping off to the gentleman at that place of business a few miles out of town, I did come home and pick up my drink. After I did that, I did get a really good pizza order. I haven't gotten that customer in such a long time, and he always tips so well, and he's really nice. It was a $10 order to go to the pizza place. Beautiful. I'll take those all day, every day. And then after I dropped that one off, I got a McDonald's order. It was just a little $4 one, but again, trying to get my AR up, or keep it up. I think I'm at 76 right now, which is pretty good. It wasn't going very far, so I didn't mind, but I got in there and it was packed in McDonald's, so it took about probably 4 or 5 minute wait. Nothing too crazy, but more than you want to wait when you're just making a few bucks, but that's okay. Well guys, it is the next day. I just wanted to quickly end the video. I also wanted to say thank you all for all the support lately, all the views, all the likes, all the new subscribers. I appreciate you all so very much, and I'm glad you are along for the ride, because doing this alone wouldn't be as much fun. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one.